Hello everyone, it's your favorite FGC VTuber. So, on today's topic, we're going to be talking about Steam requesting for them to add the AI label. Apologies for the random thing song, but yeah, no. So, for the most part, this is obviously a good thing. I'll say off the bat. You should be able to. I mean, it's a label thing, right? I'm pretty sure that hopefully they put it in the terms of service and other stuff, because then that's false advertising. You have to put everything. It's kind of like labels and stuff for food. You have to be very open about everything. For whatever reason it is, doesn't even matter, right? That's just set that down. Whatever reason you may give, whatever this and that. We need to know every single component, whatever, because there's just things that we like, like AI. Like I'm gonna call it scripting, as we all know AI is not the correct term, but scripts. There could be an implication because it is very early on. I mean, we've seen this with certain drugs in the past, like, oh, this, whatever, and then you find out later, like, oh, this is really, really bad. Now we have an opioid. Oh, I'm not gonna say too much because I might be getting monetized. Some kind of epidemic for a certain thing, which is why it's super important that we do this with standards, right? Sitting here and thinking and assuming that we all know this kind of stuff is kind of crazy, but what I'm not here to talk about is that kind of aspect, right? Also, I like Team Sweeney, but him kind of camping, like this is the whole argument, right? Like, see, new game made with AI, drop the publisher Steam. No, players don't care. Are you trying to argue with me? Like, so first of all, players do care. That's a little bullshit. Second, even if they don't, doesn't matter. There are people who do care. But the excuse, I mean, it's kind of sussy, right? You guys seen a video how like Toon Sweeney was kind of way too defensive about this. It's like, look, you were on point with the whole developers not optimizing for lower end, but this, it's basically sus that like, oh, so you do use a lot of AI stuff and you don't want to. And the main thing is they know that it basically makes them look bad. I mean, that's one of the number one things. If it makes you look bad, then yeah. And I think companies are very well aware that there are just certain people that will not fuck with AI, whether they're old boomers or stupid Zoomer gamers kind of shit, right? In all honesty, we said it before. Scripting is nothing more than a tool. What really matters is the end result and the people behind it who use it. That's all. That long story short, right? It's nowhere near as big as it is what people think it is. I mean, the bubble's gonna burst. Enough said. I personally use it in a lot of my workflow stuff, and even I can tell you, it's not gonna replace anyone really. Like one of the best examples, like, oh, I still need my thumbnail editor. Like, is this thing convenient, easy? Do some of my thumbnails? Yeah, do they use it? Absolutely. But there's a lot of time and moderation that does go into. I'm not gonna sit here and like gonna BS it, like, oh my god, it's a lot of work. Okay, it's not that much work. It just makes my job easier, but there's still effort you have to put in as the person. The problem is people think, oh, it's just gonna there, leave it, right? It's two sides. There's like no in between. There's a nice in between, right? Most people are not gonna use this, AI in general. But that's not the concern here. Is that companies, and this is a real problem. This is why I think that label exists, and this is the core is that whenever you see this, it's a bunch of these dumbass companies that think it'll just replace everybody. Because as far as the gaming industry in indie and in workflows, no one honestly, unironically uses this crap. Like even the dev said it best. It's best for prototyping and seeing stuff before you make the full product, because AI as it stands now cannot really replace anybody in any way, shape, form, or capacity in the gaming industry. At best, it's really good at getting concept art kind of visualized so people have a better idea of what's going on. And even for voice acting, oh god, no, God help you. I mean, just look at the Naruto shit, right? It's not replacing voice actors anytime fucking soon. Yeah, so I mean, the best you could do is what, like how Call of Duty is like, oh, instead of paying people, let's save and put these stupid banners. I mean, me personally, I barely care for fuck about 90% of the banners, so it's not an L. And even someone does say like a great thing about it. It's like, honestly, the problem with the label, to a degree. I mean, I don't think that many solo indie devs. Let's keep it a buck 50. There's not that many that are using it, right? They're far more about the passion of the craft. It's more of a AAA concern. But I could see what he's getting at, and we'll use an AI voice for 30 seconds, right? And then because of the antis, as the people I talk about, who are more annoying to me than the enthusiasts. I think they are both annoying, but definitely the antis more. We'll switch, oh, don't buy AI slop, right? And I put facts. And even then, the bigger problem with the label is that it's too simple. I think this should be like a kind of thing. Is like, I think putting the label is good for now, because as it stands right now, AI from real games is nowhere near. It's like a 9-day difference. There's people who basically don't use AI, scripting, and the people who do, and it's a 9-day difference. Like I said, you got like Call of Duty stuff where they got 6-finger shit, there's no moderation or anything, and then people who don't even touch the shit. So for now, we're in a spot where 100% we need that, but later down the line, we're gonna need something to like kind of disclaimer stuff, where someone might have used AI in a lot of the pre-process, but maybe the end product itself has no AI whatsoever. Which people could say, oh, then that's not technically like, see, and then we get into the technicalities. Like, heck, I use AI in some of my workflow stuff. But where do we draw the line, right? Like, again, I think that's the best example. Like a 30-second for like, what if it's supposed to be on purpose? What if you're like you have a thing that is basically an AI and you use actual AI voice to really do a good job? What if your voice actor dies and you got to replace some of the lines later on? I mean, That's a huge hypothetical that I just thought of. That's actually not a half bad use for it, in a sense. And that's only something because you kind of had to. What if you never planned to? You know, there are several instances I could see where, again, that's what AI is. It's the best way to put it. Kind of like, you know, playing Red Dead right now, as you guys can see. You know, so I'm sorry I didn't see that you guys can see this. That's on me. But there are several instances we could see where, like, let's say maybe 1% of the game in itself is AI, and it's inconsequential to the game largely. It's something you would probably never notice and genuinely wouldn't affect you as a consumer. And it all it did is make someone else's job easier who didn't lose their job to it. You get what I'm saying? Like that's the best case scenario I'm thinking of. And in some way, they could genuinely lose some sales because of this. Because at the end of the day, it's clear that just having AI as a thing, like, we need it because we need the discrepancy that, hey, yo, this thing's basic trash or
Modern
whatever.
audience. I made more of the thing you like. Yeah, I love the thing. I just,
You know, but actually, I don't even know.
Gene putting their foot.
But yeah, no, that's just the slope, and I definitely see it. I mean, like I said, I mean, I personally, I don't know, would I have to put the AI label, right? Because at the end of the day, that's the path I'm going on. Like, I'm using AI. Like, an example, I use Copilot to help me with stuff, whatever. Does that mean the game's made with AI? Like, where do we really draw the line? Like, where's the technicality? Like, the end product itself is mainly still going to be composed to me, right? Because I will hire artists. I will make my own music. I will, you know, like, a lot of the components are still done by me. I just have a lot of help and supplementation from AI. And even then, at best, it may be 50-50. Then at that point, is it fully AI or not? See, that's what I'm really personally getting at, you know? And I'm thinking in the future for some, like, maybe something like some kind of image for an asset or something I couldn't finish come up. Because I still have to do a lot of the work. Just I have to put in the input, right? Like, let's say for an image, I have to generate or draw something, then have it kind of do a thing, and then I either do the finished product or then show this to the artist and have them draw a way better version of what it could ever do, but they have a better idea of what I'm going for, and of course I'm there through the process explaining it, right? That's just like with art, like the most obvious thing in the world, right? Art assets. You know, I mean, for the most part though, like, because I'm even trying to think, because like I would still just get real pictures and then UV wrap this and that and then model. Because by the way, even another thing is like even if you use it for like it's okay, like for models and stuff, you see, whatever, you know, great if you want to like 3D print, but like for actual game, oh hell no, dude. No, their topology is garbage. I'm telling you that right now, and that's like the thing. Oh, that would save the most time. No, at best, like I said, it's literally right now as it stands for game development. It is great for the concept stage of a game. That is it. I don't see any game assets personally being used by AI unless it's very, very heavily edited to the point where I personally refuse to call it AI. Like, no, that is just human shit. Heck, if anything, it'd be faster in some cases to do it yourself than have the AI do it. Because you'd be wasting so much time fixing the mistakes the goddamn AI made. But yeah, and this is coming from someone who actually is a developer, you know? But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I wanted to add my 2 cents. Is that for now, I think I'm not saying it's a no, it's definitely a must. But there's gonna be more nuance. And I think for the, you know, in the future, there'll be some caveats with it, right? And then, like, people even says, like, okay, in the future, sure. There probably will be a point where almost everything's going to use AI, but by that point, it's actually good. Again, a tool, you know? And then, oh, what's the point of having the AI label? Like, no, I think it still will make sense, hopefully, in the future, where, like, oh, no, there's stuff where, like, oh, no human input was put in, and that's when you can definitely put the AI label, right? That's why we got this slop. Basically, the whole point of the AI is to indicate that this is slop. Like, there is no genuine effort, there's no nuance like what I am speaking of right now. You know, that's really what people care about. Like the average consumer and even hardcore gamers. Fuck the super anti, you know, like it's been exposed that the main people who are super anti-AI are really untalented artists. You know, fucking call their ass out. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching. And remember, every day is great when you're chibi. Holy shit, I didn't have the chibi for this one. What's wrong with me?